What are some things that our children have to go through at school? Factors. More so negative factors. What are they? Let's name some. It's the empath. Pull the seat back. You always don't know how to do it when you get in. I got you. Relax. I used to say pull the seat back because I used to have the camera angle facing up. And like you was sit back in the therapy session on a nice morning ride back. How about kids though? Let's just name a few. From a boy angle, girls, what the hell? I said boys, what the hell? Girls, that's a factor of things they got to deal with that, put them underneath a pressure. Boys, they have other boys that they deal with, whether or not they feel like they're in the same level, figuring out, is that like how we supposed to be as boys or whatever these days compared to what their dad and their uncle and the male figures in their life shows them. What else we got? Drugs. Okay, this is gonna get long. Drugs. I'm getting right to it. Druggies. Drugs. Druggies and drugs. The person that's on it and the person that's the thing that being there, period. They're seeing that in the schools. Girls include sex. Weapons. Violence. Threats. Transformality. Human transitionings. Same sex on same sex. I'm trying to name this as PG as possible. Boy on boy jokes, girl on girl jokes. What are they saying? They're hearing about old, being old is not cool, or being old is like so far away in their brain right now, which it really is. I believe it because I know for sure when I was my boy's age, being their principal age, which their principal was not too far from me, but being their age, it's like, huh? It's like how being anybody age with gray on, it's a little unseen for them, and I can really totally get that. That's why I tell them take each day as a blessing, as serious as possible. Because the day respects you, respect the day. Get what you need done that day. Be your very best that day. What's some more factors they go through? Now I'm gonna get really detail picky. Teachers, the mood swings of a teacher, mood swings of kids with the teachers. Just that includes like the ability to understand homework or appreciate the homework. I already said weapons, violence, okay. Yeah, so these are some of the ones that they're dealing with, some of the things they're dealing with, some of the main ones. What are we doing, what are we doing as parents, guardians? What are we doing that keeps them focused on the goal of school? To receive an education and to build that social experience with each other and understand how to work together and even work alone amongst others. What are we doing at home to keep that arise? I know what I'm doing. Every time I hear a news article or some information that's poignant to their experience at school and their grade level, around their grade level, dealing with their gender as young boys, their location, whatever, I don't care. I find some way to connect it to my boys to show them if it's beneficial to them. I don't try and put too much information that they don't need, because I've done that before. And, I realize when they're older, they don't remember certain things I've said, and it's like, okay, it's cool, you know what? I was telling you too much when I was younger anyway. But regardless, I digress from that. These are the things they need, and they need it on a daily, on the daily. And every time it comes up, you'll help them, because you'll see your kid, you'll hear your kid like, oh yeah, I remember when you told me, that reminds me of that other one. Yeah, thank you, baby. That makes sense. You're right, I did say that before. And that's what we want. That's all we're looking for. We want you to understand everything's connected. With every action there's a reaction. We want y'all to understand that. Same with parents, be on your kids. Like it's micromanaging. We got to be, repetitive with these things. And it's easy to be. I feel like it's easy to be like that. Once I accepted that, I'm like, man, what? I gotta be repetitive, easy. We repeat stuff. it'll keep me calmer. And you know what I mean, and sharing them new information all the time. That means I just gotta be there around them in order to share the information. I'm not saying I'm not, and I'm saying it's not hard to do that. It's, you know, sometimes it can be hard to do that all the time, but it's like the times I'm around, I'm sharing something with them all the time, like letting them know that where I stand as a parent. So, and no, it ain't no thin line from you know, pushing your kid away and nothing like that. No, I'm open with them. I'm letting them know what's going on, the reality of everything. Like, we got another one I want to talk about. I'm gonna end this one soon, but I got another topic I want to talk about, like, you know what I mean, dress to impress. I want to go back to that. That's something real still. I want to talk about dressing to impress, because being dressed to impress, you know what I mean, especially for us as young black men. Remember, I've said that before, but I try not to harp on that, but it's still a factor, because we don't walk around entitled or just feel like, well, you know what they do. Some of the ones that are in the few in the city, or the ones that are not in the city, that may want to just do what they see, what's around them being done, so they're coming to school, feel like, yeah, they're that, and then, you know what I mean, they're embarrassing themselves with their family or whatever. That can happen too in a black person. Going to school worried about the clothes, that's their entitledness, because they're symbolized off of something that's on them instead of something that's in them. So yeah, we can have entitlement too, for sure. Because we, you know, all the kids want to be black. Technically, that's what they put it, make it seem like kids want to be black. No, they don't want to be black. They just want to be cool with you. It ain't like they want to be black. They just want to be cool. They want to be able to say certain things. Come on now. But like I was saying, dress to impress, because we just got to. That's gonna come up again. I'm gonna just reiterate some things that we all know. Not only because I'm saying it because my son likes to wear suits and button-ups and stuff. He don't have too many, but he still likes that attire. And I'm not saying I told him to like that, because, you know, he likes the get up. I told him that, you know, there's different ways to dress, and he likes that version. And there's nothing wrong with that. I told him that when you wear that, you get treated differently in that too. You really do. And he understands that too, and he understands that part of life. And, you know, his brain's so sweet and innocent, he don't want to say it's for racing. I told him it don't gotta be for racing, really don't. A man with a suit on or a woman with a suit on just gets treated differently in general. Because you're like, you know, you're like, damn, okay, it took some. When you wearing a suit, it takes time. You don't do certain activities in that. So, you know, you're like, you feel a little bit on a different plane right now. So that's how you're being taken as when people see you. So be that when you're you know, moving around in that same attire. And when you're out of it, carry yourself like that too, because you'll keep your appearance up regardless. But yeah, we're going to get into that. I just spent a whole minute on that. But yeah, these are some of the things our kids are going through, some of the factors that they're going through on the daily. What are we doing to mitigate that? What are we doing to help them achieve greatness amongst it all? Get to a better place of excellence. What we doing? God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all time as always. Today's Friday. We'll see y'all Monday. Get back to the 9 trillion people that received the debt relief email. Gotta get back to my trainees at Trend 2, Part 2. Gotta talk about that again. I want to talk about assumptions some more, and about how people on the internet will assume the worst thing about something, but don't know anything about it, the smallest detail, but they'll assume the worst. I want to talk about that too next week. I got a few more other topics, but these are the ones that jump on my list. Not gonna talk about Brittany Griner. We're gonna talk about Shanquella Robinson being. We're just going to figure out what's going on with that, because that's a topic related to my channel, because we talk about friends and, you know, accountability amongst friends and making sure you're not just being in people's face because you like them or whatever. I'm at the end of this. I appreciate your time again. The weather's nice, like how it was all week. Nice meaning like it feels like 49, 50. You don't feel cold. It isn't cold. It's just really weird. Like the world, man. It's been raining for like the past 2 weeks, and it's not raining right now, but it's wet outside. It's like the world. It's like it wants to snow, but it's not cold enough for the rain to be snow. And it's been like that for like 3 years now. I noticed that. I actually accepted and told myself I'm noticing that. Yep. But appreciate that time again. I'm gonna get up out of here. One love, my people. One love. It's the Empire. So I became a teacher.